Daniel Prude. The entire command staff, including the chief and deputy chiefs, are retiring. City Council President Loretta Scott says it's effective September 29th. In making that announcement, Mayor Lovely Warren said the chief was not asked to resign. Lionel Moise, ABC News.
President Trump in Florida today signing off on a moratorium on offshore oil drilling from the Sunshine State to South Carolina.
The president making an unexpected flip on offshore oil drilling when just 3 years ago he wanted to allow oil wells at sea along much of the U.S. coastline. Now,
a presidential order extending the moratorium on offshore drilling on Florida's Gulf Coast.
The president expanding it to Florida's Atlantic, Georgia, and North Carolina coast. Environmental groups claim the president has gutted most protections, and this was done just to secure Florida votes. Andy Field, ABC News, Washington.
A so-called skinny coronavirus relief bill, a pared-down version of the House bill, will hit the Senate floor for a vote, but Democrats say it falls short on giving out-of-work Americans enough relief to pay rent and buy groceries. This is ABC.
Going to a counselor or therapist when you're feeling sad and overwhelmed should be as normal as going to the doctor when you were sick. Let's end the stigma about mental health. If you're struggling, call Firm Foundation's counseling at 318-654-7010. Our therapists use a variety of therapy methods to help you uncover your true potential and lead a life that is worth celebrating. We're in network with Blue Cross and Vantage Insurance. Remember, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Set up your appointment with Firm Foundation's counseling today, 318-654-7010, or online, myfirmfoundations.com.
This is Jeff Hawley with Wells Fargo Advisors with today's market report, remote from my home here in Monroe on Tuesday, September 8th, 2020. Stocks finished lower for the third consecutive day as last week's sell-off in technology shares deepened. Also dampening sentiment were simmering tensions between the world's two largest economies. President Trump suggested that the U.S. could decouple from China, pushing to end its economic reliance on Beijing, while also warning American companies against creating jobs overseas. The Dow Jones lost 632 points. The S&P 500 declined 2.8%, closing at its lowest level since early August. The NASDAQ Composite tumbled 4.1% and is down more than 10% from its record closing level, which occurred last Wednesday. Treasury strengthened amid demand for perceived safe haven assets, with the yield on a 10-year note falling 4 basis points to 0.68%. All 11 S&P 500 sectors ended the day in negative territory. Energy stocks underperformed as WTI crude dropped the most since April, with a decline of 7.2% to $36.90 a barrel. Oil prices are being dragged lower on increasing worries surrounding demand prospects as Saudi Arabia slashed its official price for October sales on Monday. ExxonMobil fell 2.3% after a Reuters report speculated on a possible dividend cut as the company faces a $48 billion shortfall through 2021. Meanwhile, mega cap shares remained under pressure, with Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon each declining more than 4%. In other corporate news, Nikola surged 40.8%, while General Motors climbed 7.9% after announcing a strategic partnership. GM initiated a $2 billion stake in the electric vehicle maker. Elsewhere, Boeing lost 5.8% following reports that the Federal Aviation Administration was investigating manufacturing issues in the plane maker's 787 Dreamliner. Our companies of local interest today: Coca-Cola down $1.23 at $49.81. CenturyLink off 11 cents at $10.65. Genesis Energy down 36 cents at $4.89. Delta Airlines higher by 77 cents, $32.54 on the session. Graphic Packaging down 47 cents at $14 and a penny. Gray Television $14.64. That was higher by 7 cents. And lastly, Entergy closing at $97.95, higher by 5 cents. This has been Jeff Hawley, First Vice President and Financial Advisor with Wells Fargo Advisors, with today's market report. Have a great evening.
Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Don Wheeler. A strong ridge of high pressure will keep hot temperatures in our forecast through this upcoming weekend. Daytime highs will rise into the low and mid 90s with overnight lows in the lower 70s. Tonight mostly clear, low of 71. Wednesday partly cloudy, high 94. Wednesday night mostly clear, low 71.
Financial Roadmap, Mondays from 5 to 6 p.m. and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on News Talk 105.7 and 540.
He's here. Now, broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader.
My GOAT headline.
Ho, 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 y'all. And it's the Mountain Man Radio Show. We coming to y'all live from down here in Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana. We hid out behind the Piggly Wiggly store where the dumpsters are, and they store them pallets. Coming to y'all with 100 watts of power, maybe more. We got a pretty good show lined up, I hope, today. We got that, I got that darn co-host, can't run him off, that hitchhiker feller.
Mm-hmm.
So, say something intelligent, hitchhiker.
Oh, man.
That's good enough. And then we got, JR over here. JR, what is JR doing over there? Do that again, JR.
John Richard.
JR is playing with
James Randall, John Richard.
But anyway, we appreciate y'all tuning in to this here show, and we'll try to make it the best we can. It's good and hot down here in Louisiana. The weatherman said it's supposed to really cool off, though, but he lied. And now they gotta cover their lies. Well, they did that last night 'cause they figured we'd all wake up today wondering where that cold weather was.
Do you believe it's supposed to snow in Denver today?
Let's all go to Denver. I'm in.
Literally. I was in Topeka over the weekend, and they were predicting snow in Denver.
Come on. Man, Denver sounds like a place for me. I like snow.
There you go.
But you want to call in this show today, if you feel like you ain't got nothing better to do, the number's 1-800-259-1440. And we got to thank some of our sponsors of this show because they make it all happen. We got R&R Tire Express, R&R Tire Express located in several cities and towns throughout the United States, Florida, Texas, Mississippi, even up in Kentucky. They getting around. They're all over the place. $20 down. That's right, $20 down. You can drive off with a new set of wheels and tires on your ride and just pay them off weekly. No interest payments. Guys, your gal will love you when you show up in her driveway to pick her up with them shiny casings on there and them wheels. Man, what are you talking about? She be rubbing your shoulder, be cooking you something to eat. She be shining your boot. Why, shoot, man. She might even, but I wouldn't go that far. And then you got Bull Snot products. They getting out there everywhere now. They started out with that tire lubricant. You just slap a little around the rim of your tire and you pop that there wheel on and off. And when that sun gun pops, you know, when you air 'em up and it spits out that soap, it don't burn your eye. Heck, you can wash your face in it. It don't burn. And then they got the wheel shine that'll go good with your R&R Tire Express tires. tire butter, you can't eat it, but it'll sure protect them tires, them there UV rays. You got a dog, gets diarrhea, craps all in your carpet. Well, they got some for that too. Man, it'll take that crap out of there and leave it odor-free. And if you got a dog or even you passing gas a lot, you on a date, why, heck, Bull Snot Blast Odor Eliminator will eliminate that odor on contact.
No more. Get me some of that for sure.
No more. You full of gas, man. What are you talking about?
Full of bull gas.
Go to brownox.com. Get yours today. Might save you a relationship. You never know.
No more honey buns for you before the show, by the way.
Man, what happened?
No more of that.
I didn't say nothing.
No more of that dark roast coffee either.
What?
Honey buns and dark roast coffee. We're gonna have to. He's gonna have to just drink the mild stuff.
Hey, I'm not.
Don't make me press the red button over here.
I ain't lying. Look, I might soup it up a little bit, but you got so many out there broadcasting now. They just be lying to you and stuff. Then later on, you catch up with them. Well, so gonna lie to me. Good, now I done changed the story. There ain't none of that on this show. It's 95% true. Something close to it. Hey, look, if I ever tell a fib, it'll just be in fun. You'll know it when I did. We got old B&E Wholesale, old 110 down there. He sold us a slew of generator when that there hurricane come through. He sure helped out the community around here. Old 110 probably made $1 or $2, did he? But hey, shoot, he saved a lot of people from losing a lot. But old B&E Wholesale, look, he'll keep y'all fresh around the house, all them there cleaning stuff, man. Look here, he got cleaners for commodes, bathtubs, and he got air fresheners too. He got soaps, he got motor oil. He got handcuffs. He got pocket knives. He got baby diapers and paper towels, flashlight. He got it all. B&E Wholesale, located on 100 Trent Street, right down the Antique Alley in West Monroe, Louisiana. And I got one more if y'all hang on. Miracle 2 products. Miracle 2, it's a miracle they got such good products. They carry a line of soaps, moisturizers, neutralizers, and more. Let me tell you, they got some of the best drinking water you ever poured down your neck, too. You'll insist on having that Miracle 2 sports water after you take one good swig of it. You'll be hooked. It's good. Just the right amount of electrolytes. And y'all look them up. That's Miracle 2 products located on Well Road in West Monroe, Louisiana. Now we need to go to a commercial break to advertise the sponsors I just talked about. We'll be right back. Just kidding. Don't go nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. But you want to call in today, 1-800-259-1440. We'll be doing the Mountain Man News later. No lies.
No, we're not having that today.
95% truth.
No.
What? JR?
I'm just kidding.
Come on, JR. Let us do the news.
You want to do the news, really?
Ready too.
Yeah, I know.
My Walter Cronkite.
Yep, it's on standby. You want to take a call, though? We got a couple of folks on the phone.
I don't know. Who is it?
Well, this first guy, we've talked to him frequently, Jimbo in West Monroe. He'd like to say hello.
West Monroe.
Jimbo, welcome to the show.
Jimbo.
Hello?
Jimbo, I know you. What are you doing, Jimbo?
They took me off my pain meds until Thursday, so I'm kind of like just trying to take it easy.
Man, have they got you in a straight jacket?
No straight jacket yet. Mine's crooked.
Is what's crooked? Your mind's crooked. What do you say?
I said no straight jacket. Mine is crooked. Listen, I wanted to say hello to Hitchhiker, too.
Hey, buddy. How you doing, Jimbo?
I'm hanging in there, dude. Long time no hear.
Oh, yeah. Glad to be back.
Yeah, it's my favorite movie, The Hitcher with Rutger Hauer. You ever see that one?
Yeah, I have seen it. As a matter of fact, I'm a little like that. Y'all, nobody out there in radio land needs to really pick me up. I kind of go psycho on people when that happens.
Yeah, my mom told me not to pick up people like you. Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, stay away from guys like me. You got to pick up people like the Mountain Man.
Hey, man, I'm still a decent pickup. That means anything.
I wanted to thank you guys and compliment you. This is kind of on a serious note, but not to bring anybody down. I just do want to compliment you guys, Mountain Man and that producer extraordinaire across the glass there.
That burn JR.
You're talking about Hitchhiker, right, Jim?
James Randall, John
talking
Richard.
About you over there. You the one hyped up on sugar.
Who shot JR?
I seen you digging in the dumpster a while ago getting them old cupcakes out, too.
We're not going to go there, but okay.
I know. You done got them all.
I'm trying to hear everything you guys say, but for some reason, this thing's like... when you say something, it's garbled in the ear of my phone. So probably
we're the Garble Gang today.
We are the Garble Gang, that's for sure.
Those marbles in my head got loose again, Mountain Man.
Man, I tell you, I know about them marbles. I lost a few of mine a long time ago. I was looking everywhere for them.
Well, listen, I wanted to thank you seriously for the show last week. If it wasn't your best show ever, it was close. It was very close.
Wow.
Show last week, yeah, I know. It was a little bit emotional, I'll have to admit. You know, it's Johnny B. Good. I tell you what, man, they don't make them no finer, no Johnny B. Good. And I told Johnny B. Good, I said, you won't be replaced by another co-host for a long time.
Well,
but Hitchhiker come in here.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with Hitchhiker neither.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jimbo.
Well, I reckon he's a good old boy. I heard it through the grapevine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Hitchhiker's all right. Now, back a few years ago now, Hitchhiker wasn't such a good guy. And we're going to have him tell his story on the show here for long. Not today, but Hitchhiker, you know, he's been down before just like all of us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a story, ain't it, Hitchhiker?
Oh, yeah.
But that's the way we learn, you know, from other people's stories and all. Everybody's got a few skeletons in their closet, and, you know, and all. My closet looks like Halloween sometimes. I reckon I just don't open that closet back up. It's just...
Yours are full of witches, though, aren't they?
Oh, no. Witches don't mess with me. I know how to get rid of witches. Yeah. Well, you pour water on them, they melt. Didn't you see that?
That's right.
Yeah.
Mountain Man, I wanted to compliment you and JR for last week. What you guys actually found to play on there was just fantastic. That testimony that you pulled up. And I want to say to you, in my estimation, now that's just me, and, you know, that's maybe not an important thing, but the way I see it, now this is brother to brother, I'm telling you, you made sure that guy didn't die for nothing, and more importantly, he lived for something, and you made sure you saw to that. That message that went out over the airwaves is awesome.
Well, I hope it's out there, and it'll always be out there in the airwaves somewhere or another. And I just don't ever feel like I ever do near enough people before they pass. I don't know what it is about me.
Well,
I always feel like I could have did more. You know?
No.
I know so many people now, not making up any excuses, but 2020, I lost my mom, Johnny B. Good, Katie Knight, her grandpa passed away, a very good man. I went to their funeral. I hadn't seen Katie in I don't know when, but it's 2020. It's just been a tough year. I mean, it's tough to keep up with all the chaos and so much unneeded chaos, but I always feel like I could have done more. I don't know. That's just me, though.
Well, you shouldn't feel that way where John was concerned, and I'm just telling you why. Because the man had already departed, and like you said, you hit the nail on the head. He was more ready to leave the earth than anybody can imagine. This guy was super ready to go, and he wanted to leave sooner if he could have, I think, because he wasn't feeling too great, let's face it. And but see, for me, I just wanted to pass that on to you because I had a lot of private conversations with him in his illness time at home, and he did tell me that, see, what I'm thinking is he was first and foremost a brother in Christ. That's first and foremost. He was a man of God, for sure, there's no doubt. There's nothing fraudulent about that man. He was 100%er. And then, on top of that, he was a veteran brother. So we had some good heart-to-heart talks, and I'm grateful for the time that I had. I'm not looking at it sadly, and neither was he. We were grateful for having crossed paths in this highway of life, and then we'll see each other on the other side, so we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's for sure.
Now, the highway comment wasn't for Hitchhiker. I didn't want you to read something into that.
Oh, no, old Hitchhiker over here, there's some work to be did with him, but he's a pretty good old boy.
Well, I reckon. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
But and please, I just wanted to say before we get off of there, David in North Carolina that called in last week, he said his dad is doing a lot worse. He's not doing well. I heard him say that a while back. And so, I'm going to be praying for Dewey. And I also wanted you to remember, I lost my train of thought. But Dewey for sure. And there was somebody else, and now
David, Dewey,
yeah.
Oh, there's so many.
Well,
hey,
Rebecca, I wanted to remind you.
John's wife. Yeah.
Yes, Rebecca.
Yeah.
But Dewey was a long-time guy that called in the show, and I just wanted to tell the folks out there, please add that name into your prayer list if you could. I'm going to do it. He's a retired police officer and a Christian and a good brother, and so we want to pray for him. We did it before. Let's and it worked. So let's go for the second round.
There we go. That's right.
All right. Well, listen,
prayers for Dewey.
You guys have a blessed evening, and thanks for letting me on again. I sure appreciate you not putting me on call block yet.
No, not you, Jimbo.
Not you, Jimbo. We enjoyed the conversation, buddy.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye. That old Jimbo, he's regular native Floridian. He moved up there. Him and his mom watched the show Duck Dynasty and learned how the ways was and decided they wanted to move and come to West Monroe area. Yeah.
All right, you ready to take another call?
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go talk to Tommy over in Chudrent. Tommy, welcome to the show.
Tommy got tired of waiting.
I'm still here.
What are you doing, Tommy? What are you doing over there in Chudrent?
Well, I'm living the dream. Living the dream.
Well,
touching on what that the last guy on there said, it ain't about how many times you fall down, but it's how you get back up and keep on going.
That's right. Yeah, with a smile.
We all have skeletons. I also like to thank the police officers and linemen that's been out there working hard on the front lines.
Me too. That's good people to thank. We back a blue and all them people out there working hard to keep
Big
this
time.
city going.
Getting all our power back on after this hurricane, everything. That's right, Tommy. That's a nice thing to do, buddy.
Yeah. So you, Mountain Man, you thinking about doing another show?
As far as a Duck Dynasty show, no, I don't reckon. You know, what I thought would be a good idea, I'll have to get with Willie, is, you know, get together and have like a little old one show, you know, about the show, about how it all started, about how all the characters come involved, what they're doing now, and make it funny or something. But I always thought that'd be like a tribute to the Duck Dynasty show. Would be good. We can still do it. We just have to get some replacements for Willie. What about that guy down there changes tires, blow your house? He looks like Willie. No, we you know, they really ought to do something though, I feel. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe one of us could branch off and get some filming in one day.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. I have another question. How many vehicles do you think should you be able to put in your yard before it's too many?
Oh.
It kind of goes.
I don't know. Look, if you're a car dealer, you ought to be able to put as many as you want in there, I'd figure.
What if you're not a car dealer, though?
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go over a dozen or more, I don't reckon. Depends on, you know, if you want to mow. If you don't want to mow, heck, fill it up. Just turn you a goat loose in between them. He'll gnaw all the weeds and stuff down, keep it clean where you can get to the car doors.
You hear that, hitchhiker?
Yeah, I have a rebuttal. I think more than a couple, and then it starts to get obnoxious. But you know, to each his own. I know there's some people out there in this world that are really needing some help, and so if an extra car or two parked out in the yard is going to help them out, then I guess it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man, all I got's a boat out there and a rusty bike.
God, don't give him any ideas, Mountain Man.
I
Good
still
Lord
got
Almighty.
a motorcycle, but I got to do something with that. Harley for sale, for long. Yeah.
Well, thanks for the call, Tommy.
Tommy, you had a good idea.
Don't get more than a dozen. Dozen calls.
Dozen be about right, I think, Tommy. Yeah. Might make some money off your yard, you know. You get enough cars, trucks piled up, you can always fix them up a little bit. Sell them rascals.
Mm-hmm.
I know a guy lives close to me. He got them old lawnmowers lined up. Must be 150 of them around there. Any kind of lawnmower you want. Maybe a motorcycle or two.
Mm-hmm.
That's right where the power lines came down. I bet them high line fellers had a hard time getting in between all them lawnmowers trying to fix them wires.
So, what is the purpose, or what would be the purpose for having 12 vehicles stacked in your yard?
Well, you see, if you was running a drug operation, you wouldn't want to take the same vehicle each time to go pick up your drugs. You see.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
I think some people just like to have.
But I wouldn't do that.
Is it kind of like, I don't know, it's a collection. Like they like to collect things, so they have a bunch of cars in their yard.
Well, I think they buy them one at a time with the greatest of intentions of fixing that booger up, and it's going to be the next car show car.
Oh,
and they just keep piling up out there until the wife finally says, no more.
Yeah, that's a test of your wife, you see. Yeah, all you newly married out there, you really want to test your wife and get
or your neighbors
argument. Well, just keep piling up cars out there and old trucks. shoot, man, invite all your buddies over and play cards and stuff. That's a good way to test them out, ain't it, Hitchhiker?
That's a good way.
Good way to lose one, too, I reckon.
That's right.
That's just info for you, you single man, JR.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm taking that all into consideration there.
So, if they were all like high-end cars, like Jaguars and Porsches and stuff like that, all fixed up, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
But I get the suspicion that old Tommy, our caller, is talking about these $300 fixer-uppers.
That's what I was kind of thinking in my mind.
That would be
when
my
he said
guess.
that.
Yeah, you open up the hood on them, and then there's a tree growing under it.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's nothing but gerbils in there.
Rattlesnake heaven.
Rats and everything else.
They got rattlesnake like them old cars, man.
Yeah, they do.
Man, I seen a bunch of possums in a car one time, man. I could have swore one of them was trying to hotwire it down there all around the steering column. But it was late that night. I can't remember what all happened. I nearly never got out of the woods. Sometimes you see a lot of things in them woods you don't want to see. Well,
we got one more caller here before the break.
Do we?
Yeah.
We need a break.
They are.
Well, let's go to Texas and talk to Marshall. And no, this is not Marshall, Texas, I don't think, but his name's Marshall.
Marshall Dillon.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Hello?
Marshall.
Hey, what's going on, Mountain Man?
Oh, man, we're trying to act like we got good sense around here and doing a poor job. How you doing, Marshall?
I'm doing pretty good, sir.
That's
How'd
good.
y'all hold up to that hurricane?
Pretty darn good, considering, how others wound up. We had wind 95, 110 mile an hour across that lake where I live. It blew over some trees in the neighborhood. Tree down there in my gully, old water oak fell over and crunched the power lines down. And man, up the street, trees on top of houses. I mean, heavy trees. But I think pretty much everybody's got power now. And
That's
probably cable vision, phone. But yeah, it was wasn't much rain, just a lot of wind, and it didn't seem like it ever wanted to stop.
Yep. Yes, sir. But how Willie and all them and Miss Kay and Phil and stuff do? They do all right?
They doing pretty good from what I've been hearing through the grapevine. Everything's still together around there. And they got plenty to eat and all. Of course, Phil, where he lives, he can go out the door and catch a fish or, walk outside and shoot a squirrel or something other and gnaw on. They doing pretty good.
That's good. Yes, sir. All righty, man. Well, it's cool to talk to you. I've watched Duck Dynasty for, Lord knows, probably since it first came out, and I've been a big fan, and it's cool getting to talk to you, or one of the stars at least.
Well, I appreciate that, Marshall. We appreciate all our fans out there. We never would have had such a hit show if it wasn't been for our fans out there just trying to bring something clean and funny and family friendly out there. It's amazing how far it can go. I just wish that Hollywood would catch that drift, but they have a hard time.
Yes, sir. That sure would be nice.
Sure would, but yeah.
All righty, Mountain Man.
All right,
Thanks for the call, Marshall.
Appreciate the call and appreciate you watching the show too, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody I said hey and give us a call back sometime. That's Marshall. Where's he from?
Texas.
But we don't know if he's from Marshall, Texas.
He's. I don't think he is.
Yeah.
I'm saying no. Right. I'm saying no for him.
All right.
So there you go.
Well, we like Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like Texas. Good folks in Texas.
We got Scott in West Monroe hanging on, but we'll get to him, I guess, when we come back.
Scott, we got some localers.
Yeah, a lot of local folks today.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that music means we're going to take a little break. And we'll be right back with more of the Mountain Man Radio Show. Booyah. Hey, old Crossbones, what are you doing over there? What are you struggling with?
Man, I'm wanting to go four-wheeler riding this weekend, and I'm trying to get my tire back on, but I just can't get it on. I've done tried oil and soap and water, and I done got soap in my eyes and burning, and I'm about to get frustrated.
Here, calm down. Try this here.
Bull snot?
That's right, bull snot. Man, that'll get that tire on there. You'll be gone and ready for long. Bull snot is favored on Amazon. You go to tire lubricants, first thing that's going to pop up is bull snot. You can get bull snot at Amazon Prime. If y'all want to check out the product, go to vanbrownox.com. This bull snot is the slickest stuff around, I guarantee you. Just don't get none on the floor and fall down.
Hey, that worked good, man. I got it on there.
Well, I told you, bull snot. Y'all go check them out, you hear? Booyah. Hey, y'all, Mountain Man here. Y'all need to check out my buddy Eric at B&E Wholesale. What we got going on good at the store nowadays?
What I've got going is hand sanitizer. We have it in a gel. We have it in a liquid. We have mosquitoes are bad down here in the swamp. I've got these Terminex foggers. They're $249 at the big store. I wholesale those things for $40. Just a little bit of everything. You're on Facebook. Look up B&E Wholesale. We post pictures every day. Always having new stuff come in. There's so much stuff, probably about 500 items. Just come out and see me.
Well, y'all get on out to B&E Wholesale located on 100 Trenton Street, downtown West Monroe, right down there at Antique Alley, and check 110 out.
Hello, this is David Harrison of R&R Tire Express. 2020 has been an unusual year. I heard someone say, if I heard Godzilla was walking down the road, I'd say, yep, it's 2020. Let's take September to remember how we came together as a nation to attack a virus that attacked our country. Let's remember how our government came together to provide stimulus to our people at a time of incredible uncertainty. Let's remember how our healthcare workers have worked tirelessly to care for our people. 2020 will go down as a year of incredible challenges and responsiveness. R&R wants to give you a September to remember. This month, all passenger tires and select in-stock wheels and tire packages will be $20 weekly for 2020. That's it, 20 for 2020. At R&R, we want to thank you, our customers, past, current, and future, for making us who we are today. Thank you, and God bless you and your family from all of us at R&R Tire Express.
Get a new set of tires for just $20 a week now through the end of 2020 at R&R Tire Express. On Thomas Road across from Duck Commander in West Monroe, and in Ruston on South Vienna across from County Market.
Hey, y'all need some protection against them mosquitoes and ticks? Let me tell you about this here bug spray I got. Bodyguard Insect Repellent. It works up to 12 hours, that's right. 12 hours. Protects them from mosquitoes, ticks, other kind of flying insects, carry them diseases. It's made in the U.S. of A. That's what I'm talking about. But it's DEET-free. DEET-free. Man, that DEET will burn your skin. It ain't good for pregnant women. It's bad on you, that DEET. And it's odorless. Odorless? Let me tell you. I sprayed it on me out in the woods when I was deer hunting. Them deer walking right on around out there. They never did sniff me or nothing. Odorless is essential when you're deer hunting. I think you'll love this deer hunting. It ain't sticky. I don't want nothing sticky on me. It ain't greasy either. Won't damage no plastics. Safe for kids. That's a good thing. You don't want that DEET on them kids. It's also good on them pregnant women. Don't want to mess them little babies up inside the womb. So y'all need to check this out. It's called Bodyguard Insect Repellent Spray. Works up to 12 hours. Good stuff. And you can go to bodyguardbug.com and order you some today. Booyah! Whee! Man, this desert's hot.
Gosh, I'm thirsty.
There's bowling ball sweat beads dripping off my head.
Man, I don't know how much further I can go.
Hey, what's that up there?
Is that a mirage, or am I seeing a drink stand or something?
Hey, buddy, are we glad to see you?
You fellows look hot. Can I interest you in a cold beverage? Lemonade, iced tea, apple juice? Heck, I even got a V8.
You got any extreme pH?
No, I don't believe I got that.
Oh, you mean you ain't got no extreme pH sports water with calcium, magnesium, potassium, with no dyes, no sugars, no caffeine, no sweeteners, no artificial flavorings?
No, I sure don't.
Well, y'all need to go get you some at extremeph.com. Extreme pH Sports Water by Miracle 2 Products. They also have soaps, neutralizers, moisturizers, deodorants, gel, laundry soap, and it's all biodegradable. Go green. Booyah!
How'd you do your voice like that?
Well, way down here in Louisiana, we don't have a worry one. Way down here in Louisiana, we just looking to go fishing and have some fun. Way down here. So much for the singing. This portion of the Mountain Man Radio Show is brought to you by Bodyguard Bug Insect Repellent. Deer hunters, be alert. There's no smell with this spray. Keep skeeters and ticks off of you up to 12 hours. Go to bodyguardbug.com and see what I'm talking about. And it's DEET free. You can squirt it in your face. It won't burn. I sprayed it all over me and I was sweating like a mule in the dove field. Figured I'd spray some of that DEET on your skin when you sweat and see what that feels like. It's
Doesn't burn, huh?
Didn't burn a bit, man. Them skaters, they went to the next parish.
Well, good for them.
Bodyguardbug.com. Check them out.
Hey, we got Scott in West Monroe real quick.
Well, let's see what Scott's up to.
Hey, Scott, welcome to the show.
Hey, Mount Man, JR, Hitchhiker, how y'all doing?
Well, what's up, Scott?
Batting 3, maybe more. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. First I want to echo what Jimbo said about what a great show last week was with Johnny B. Good's condensed testimony there. My wife and I went to visit him right after he got out of the hospital back in late February, early March, right before the lockdown. And I heard about his time in the Marine Corps and as a firefighter for many years, so I knew how he got at the COPD, but I had not heard that testimony you played last week, and I just want to thank you again for that. It was awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wished I could have played more, did more. Yep.
Well, the reason I called was I had come out of church on Sunday, and I ran into a buddy of mine. You might know him, Mike Lancaster, and he was showing me these pictures on his phone of this event that went down in Lake D'Arbonne. I guess might have been the previous weekend or sometime during last week. It was a Trump rally on the water. He said there was about 1,000 boats, all of them flying Trump 2020 flags. It was a Trump armada.
There you
and I was
go.
wondering if you had heard anything about it.
No, I ain't hear nothing about that. I did hear they drained the lake down.
4 feet.
4 feet. But I didn't hear nothing about that. I'm John Brown.
He was showing me some pictures on his phone. They had this one old boy who had a pontoon party boat, and he turned it into a Trump train. He built that thing from the floor up with wood and everything, and it looked just like a train. And he had effigies of Hillary and Eric Holder behind bars in the windows on the side of the Trump train. It was fantastic.
Well, heck, man, I hate I missed it. That'd have been good entertainment to watch while I was catching catfish or trying to catch a catfish.
That's right. Now, he said there was a small contingent of BLM type protesters, but they got run off. And I know this is a happy show, and I don't want to get all political on you, but I'm dying to know what you would think if that kind of nonsense was to show up here in our area. How do you think them people would fare down here in Louisiana?
Well, we'd probably invite them in for dinner, and try to be nice to them at first, and they wouldn't have to accept. Well, that's fine, but just don't cause me no trouble, 'cause I ain't in on none of that. I don't know nothing about all that. So, yeah, I try to treat people the way I want to be treated, but don't treat me the way I shouldn't be treated. I might. What would you do, Hitch? You might.
I don't know. I think let me just respond to that by saying, have gun, we'll travel.
Have gun. Amen. Well, I see, or make a show. I think I seen that on TV one time.
Yeah, I don't know, Scott. Yeah. That's and I actually was on my Harley over the summer, riding around across the country, looking at a lot of different things that were going on, and a lot of our smaller, more conservative communities are not about all that stuff, and I think ours probably would be a little bit the same. Just listen, I hate that things happen, and our country has got a history. It's not all good, but for the most part, it's great. And we believe this country is the best country on this planet. And
I got lots of friends, different colors, and
absolutely
ain't changed nothing around none of them. And they started acting all crazy, then they must be out of towners, 'cause we still get along like we always did around here.
That's right.
I mean, I ain't never been no hatred kind of feller.
We ain't got any
Who's
locals
starting all that hatred anyway? Somebody's flaring it up somewhere. We'll look them up.
I don't reckon they'd be bringing that stuff down here. I think they know that first, like you said, Mountain Man will share Jesus with them.
There you go.
That's
if it
right.
don't go well, then hey, we're pretty well armed around here, so.
Yeah, pretty much everybody around my neck of the woods is very well armed.
Yeah.
More armed than you need to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right. And hunting season's coming up, too.
Oh, yeah. Dove season opened up Saturday. Man, it was hot. I'm glad I didn't have to depend on eating dinner what I got. Be some hungry mouths around there. Man,
well, listen, I know I can't wait for the Mountain Man news, so I'll let you go. But listen, I appreciate y'all very much, and you have a blessed evening.
You too, Scott.
You too, Scott. Thanks for calling, Scott. That was Scott. Scott's ready. Rock and roll. Oh, yeah, let's see here. Hit it, JR. You know what I'm talking about. Let me know if you want to go. That. Hey, let's see here. Mountain Man News. You can only get it here, I guess.
This first story, that last caller segue into this first story is perfect, don't you think?
You got something over there. I'll figure out what it is later there, Hitch. There it says here, talking about this here goat wasn't kidding around. Georgia goat jumps into cop car, chews paper, spills a head butts deputy.
See, that's what I'm talking
and more. Says here, a curious goat hopped into a Georgia patrol car last week to munch on documents, spill a drink, and eventually headbutt the cop to the ground and start the car and perform spinning out in the neighborhood. God, I wonder how that goat, that's one of them circus goats.
Antifa goat.
The goat cut continuous donuts for 20 minutes. Let's see what it says here. the Douglas County Sheriff's Office shared the video, too, on Facebook, according to Post. An on-duty sheriff's deputy who remains unidentified because the goat overpowered her and stole her car and didn't want the embarrassment, was serving civil papers at the time of the encounter. She had left the car door open. Moments later, a new uninvited passenger arrived. Due to the number of houses the deputy visited, she routinely.
That's a new word, man.
Wow.
Routinely.
Goodness gracious.
Turn it up.
Lay off the honey buns.
Some of that European English.
She very often leaves her vehicle door open because she has had to retreat in a hurry on numbers of occasions. That's right. And says here she left the door open to retreat. And then all of a sudden, never once did she expect even to consider what was about to happen this day. As the deputy knocks on the house door, she heard saying, "I hope that goat don't get in my car." Seconds after, she laughs and said, "Oh, he's eating the papers in her car. He done jumped up in there." The deputy hurries back to the car. The goat slams the door and smiles as it peeled out, shifting it with his hoof, the gears, and spun the car around twice. And then when she stopped the goat come from the seat while fighting. She had to fight to get the papers out of the goat's mouth. When the fiery creature finally exits the vehicle and tossing the cop her keys, he was leaving chewed up documents and a beverage. Some say it could have been a Bud Light that's no longer in the cup holder. It knocks her to the ground with his head and screams, "Defund police." Just kidding. That's terrible, but don't get me started. The deputy was uninjured, though, the sheriff's office said. Although she was knocked to the ground, she was not physically harmed in the incident, the sheriff's office said. At the end of the day, we still got a little laugh out of it, and we hope you do as well. It got a little rough. Now, can you imagine a goat stealing your car or truck?
Have you ever has a goat ever gotten after you, like been out in a pen or in a yard? Them son of a guns will get you down. They'll knock the heck out of you.
Yeah, they'll come at you. I'll tell you something else come at you, the old rooster. That gum rooster's pretty darn tough, too.
Tell you what else, a Canadian goose. Them son of a guns will get after you, them Canadas.
Yeah, they'll make you hurt yourself trying to get away, too. Beat you in the wing. What's all that about? You saying I can't do another story?
No. The news is over.
Thank you. Thank
Did somebody call in?
Yeah,
again?
we got a caller on the line.
Somebody called in and complained last couple of weeks ago. We got a call from close to the White House somewhere.
Complaining about your top quality news segment over there.
That's all right. So, I didn't give out any FBI secrets.
Well, hey, we got Lee in North Carolina. I've been holding on.
Lee,
welcome to the show.
Well, good afternoon, fellers.
How you doing, Lee?
What you say there, old Lee? How you are out yonder in North Carolina?
Man, we're just keeping them straight up here, trying to stay out of trouble, and found the mountain man on the Facebook page, and I said, you know what, if he puts his number out there, I'm going to be 2% of the listening audience that calls in. And here I am.
Hey, that's all right. Well, we sure appreciate you calling in, because we don't get too many callers.
Hey, I tell you what, man. They say only 2% call in. So, if you get 10, that means you got 200. So,
we got
it,
nervous.
It is what it is, as they say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, what's going on out yonder in North Carolina? Did y'all get some of that cool weather?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, it got cool, and we ended up we up here about Charlotte, a little bit north of Charlotte, and we loaded up over the weekend, went up into the high country up towards West Jefferson, North Carolina. It's in the northwestern corner, right there about Virginia and Tennessee, and it was down in the 50s early morning, and it might have warmed up into the 70s. It was nice. It made it tough to come home and go to work this morning.
I bet. Well, all our weatherman did was fool us, told us we was going to have some cool weather, and they had to back herself up. Said, nah, typical Louisiana, hot and humid. So we didn't get it. It didn't.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it to cool off. We've run, upper 90s for several weeks, and fat boys don't do well in hot, humid weather here in the sunny South.
Well, yeah, I know it. Quit looking at me. You ain't so well trained.
You sit there and you start smelling hamburger and bacon cooking, and there ain't nobody with a grill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know that smell. Yeah.
Man, I wanted to give you a quick holler. We dropping the boy off at the Trail Life, and gonna do some good fellowshipping here. But
that's a good
I just wanted to holler at you real quick and tell you I appreciate it. Enjoy the show, and man, tell them Robertsons y'all need that little segment you was talking about, getting there and do an after the show.
That's what we'll go run them down. That might just
probably a good idea.
Willie's the one they talk to. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
I do too.
Yeah.
We love it.
Get something out there.
Well, thanks for calling, Lee.
Man, well, I appreciate it, and we'll catch you a little further down the line.
Yes, sir. Thank you for calling in, Lee. Lee out yonder in that North Carolina. Got a little cool weather out there. How lucky can you get? What are you waving at me for?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
If 2 minutes, I mean,
you can do a lot in 2 minutes.
Bible verse. Yeah, I need to get this Bible verse in. Most important thing. And this show makes most sense of this show. Anything like this Bible makes more sense than this show ever could. Yeah, never dispute the Bible. Let's see. Today's Bible verse comes from Psalm chapter 32, verse 9 and 10. Goes like this. Do not be like the horse or like the mule, which have no understanding, which must be harnessed with bit and bridle, else they will not come near you. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he who trusts in the Lord, mercy shall surround him. Be glad in the Lord and rejoice, you righteous, and shout for joy, all you upright in heart. I ain't never been much one that had to be led around like a darn mule or a horse with a bit in my mouth to make me go, but I certainly can relate to these Bible verses right now. Looks like there's a whole lot of people, you just stick a bit in their mouth and you can just take them around everywhere you want to go. Wake up, America! Where's your brain?
There you go.
Where's your faith in God? Show it. Booyah! And that concludes today's Mountain Man show. We'll be back next week with more of the Mountain Man Radio Show. And as always, booyah!
News Talk 105.7 and 540 KMLB Monroe. The latest news update starts now.
The chief was not asked to give his resignation because I do believe that he's given his very best.
A number of other leaders are retiring or returning to previous positions in the department. Lionel Moise, ABC News.
The California National Guard and U.S. Navy have airlifted more than 160 people as 25 major wildfires burn across the state. Among those rescued in Fresno was 14-year-old Joseph Chacon IV.
It's a real relief that we were up there and they got to bring us home to our family, and it's just a real relief.
Some people are still trapped by the Creek Fire. The Dolan Fire in Monterey County nearly doubled in size overnight, forcing 14 firefighters to deploy emergency shelters. At least 10 were taken to the hospital, and officials say one is in critical condition. A burn center in Oregon, meanwhile, says it's admitted 3 patients as wildfires also burn across that state. President Trump hitting the road today, stopping in Florida, where he expanded a ban on new offshore drilling for some Atlantic coastal states.
The Sunshine State is truly one of the most beautiful places on earth. I love it. And together we will preserve its breathtaking natural splendor for generations to come.
2 years